morning, everybody. I'm going to jump into another video today. A lot happened yesterday. That being said, I've been saying I'm going to make a video in regards to my experiences inside of Jack the Rippler's Patreon. This is not that video. If you're looking for that video, this one isn't it. This is just going to be a regular, everyday cozy news video. That video is coming. I'm going to be taking my time and working on it. I'm working with some people that are still part of the group that they're going to be helping me to catalog some of the information that I'm no longer able to get because I have been kicked and banned. But just to really quickly touch on it, for those of you who don't know, Jack the Rippler is the one who started me on my, influencer content creation journey, I guess you could say. He's the one that pushed me to do it. On that note, I have been, doing this cozy content thing with his help. Recently, there were some issues inside of his own community that I had been bringing up in regards to the projects he was promoting and their ethics, as well as the real opportunity to make money, and which one of these projects really aren't good. Like, none of them were really good. And even though people were making money, we were going back and forth and having these conversations like, these are scams, and the response were, it's okay, bro, we're making money. I'm getting ahead of myself, but essentially what ended up happening is Jack went after the X-Spectre community. They didn't like that very much. They hosted a really awesome space, and that's going to lead me to my next post right here by Too Cold. I just want to say a big shout out to Too Cold, who was hosting the space yesterday. It was my first time participating and joining. Oh, sorry about that. It was my first time participating and joining, and I really enjoyed it. I thought what he put together here and what he was doing was really awesome. It was an awesome space. Everyone was able to speak. At points, people, got a little... I even got a little insulting to, Jack and things like that. But it was heated. Too Cold did a good job bringing everyone back to base and moderating it as he should. Just want to say thank you again for having me and allowing me to speak. I thought that was really awesome. If you're not following Too Cold, follow Too Cold. They're hosting a bunch of really awesome spaces in the XRP community. Again, just to continue with the current topic, this is essentially what's going on right here. Is Jack the Rippler still in this paid group? I was in that paid group. Not only was I a member of the paid group, but I was an admin in all of his Telegram chats, including his Bearable Guy Believer 123 chat that has something like 3,000 members. I was an admin there. I was an admin in his other Telegram chat. I was an admin in the level 3 chat, and then I was also an admin in Discord, all invited from Jack. He clearly valued my opinion and what I thought. Kept saying that I was very knowledgeable in the space, so I thought it was very interesting that you value my opinion, but then when I tell you, hey, you need to be more transparent about Ponzi schemes, hey, maybe you shouldn't run your own Ponzi scheme, all of a sudden I get silenced and blocked, banned, deleted, Yesterday was a shit show. I'm going to catalog it all. I'm going to put it all together. The video is literally going to be my experiences in the group, the projects I invested in. I'm not going to make it like some absolute hit piece on Jack, even though Jack was a giant child yesterday threatening everybody online with legal action. Again, to that I say, do it, brother. If you're going to send something. Don't sit here and, threaten me on Twitter all day long. That's childish, man. Like, if you're going to do some legal action, you're going to send a letter, if you're feeling froggy, leap. Do it. That's it. But shout out to Scams Are Bad, who tweeted this out a long time ago, saying that, hey, that this guy's not a good guy. These are all bullshit, and he was right. So moving on to more positive news, I've launched a website. It's up. It needs some love. It's not 100%, but I'd love some feedback on it by all means, please. It's just going to be a general crypto news website. It's cataloging a bunch of other websites via RSS feeds, so it's just kind of like putting them all in one place for you. On top of that, it's going to have a nice feed with my stuff. I'm going to add another tab up here for like cozy content, and it's just going to catalog all my stuff. I'll put my TA under analysis, and then any NFT projects and stuff like that, they'll be there. But right now, this is just cataloging RSS feeds. It's nothing fancy. It's just kind of pulling pulling feeds to one place. It needs some love. Please let me know in the comments what you think we should be adding to this, or if you hate the design, you hate the layout, let me know. I'm not a super great person. I had some help with this, and please, I'm really interested for some feedback on this. I'm really excited. But jumping into some news now, Ripple's response to the SEC objections regarding the Hinman email ruling has finally come in. So, You Today reported that the court has also rejected the SEC's attorney-client privilege, ACP, claims in July. The court said that providing legal advice wasn't the predominant purpose of the communication. James K. Fallon also tweeted out that the same thing, that Ripple has filed their response. Again, always big shout out to James K. Fallon. You do have to pay for these documents. He pays for them and then puts them up for free for everybody. So again, big shout out to this guy. He's been doing it since day one of the case. Give this guy a follow if you're not following this guy. Super awesome. These are the legal documents right here if you want to go through them. I haven't had a chance to go through them this morning, so I'm not going to highlight anything for you, but I just wanted to point out that they are here. Jeremy Hogan has been looking forward to this, so hopefully we get a Jeremy Hogan video today. If you're not following Jeremy, follow Jeremy. He breaks down this stuff really, really well. It's super, super awesome. So it's good that the case is moving forward. That's always exciting to see. Again, we like seeing this word a lot. We like seeing the judge calling the SEC hypocrites and arguing hypocrisy. That just makes their case look really weak. Moving forward, though, I had some other things I want to talk about. The NFT vote for the XRP ledger. This is something everyone is waiting for. We're all very excited for this. It's at 42%, but more importantly, what I wanted to bring to everyone's attention is Ripple's voted yay, finally. So hopefully, if there was anybody waiting to see, I'm going to wait for Ripple to go over. Ripple voted. It looks like Ripple has voted. Ripple validators have voted. They're in. They say yes. So the 4% validators or the 3% validators, whichever percent of the network that they now control, they voted yes on the new update that's going to bring NFTs to the XRP ledger. We're at 42%. My understanding is we need to hit 80% and hold 80% for, I believe, 2 weeks in order for amendments to go live on the XRP ledger, because XRP is decentralized. Ripple cannot just force an update onto the XRP ledger. They need to do this voting process. And even though Ripple has voted yes that they want this to happen, it's still not going through until the rest of the community has fully voted. We hold an 80% vote for 2 weeks. That's decentralization, people. I know a lot of people like to argue that Ripple centralizes XRP because they hold so much of it. They may hold a lot of the token. However, they do not hold control over the network, right? You can argue holding the token may control the price because they can dump, whenever they want, type of deal. But I think that's a fair argument, but they do not control the network, right? The network itself, if we had an update that we wanted to put through and Ripple didn't vote and we still rolled over 80%, doesn't matter what Ripple says, that vote would get put through, right? So keep an eye on this. XRP Scan is a really great website. If you've never seen this before, super, super awesome. If you're especially looking at metrics, I've been keeping an eye on this. Transactions have been dropping. I don't know why, but number of transactions were going down. We had a sharp drop. I posted this the other day. Interesting, right? It's just really interesting to keep an eye on this. Number of closed ledgers. Maybe a ledger went down, or maybe this is when some ledgers aren't updated. I don't know. Interesting. It's interesting though. But I like this. This is one of the beauties of blockchain, right? Is that everything is public, that we can see all this data, and a lot of people don't take advantage. So click around this website, look around, and there's some pretty awesome things on here. XRP Scan. There's also the Rich List one. I don't think it's called Rich List anymore. I think that one is shut down, but there is another one that's doing the same type of thing. You can still find it by Googling Rich List. It's another good one for data. If you don't know about these, take a look. Deep dive the chain. Look at what the XRP ledger truly has on it and what it does, right? There's another one too. I think it's like xrpl.org, and you can see the blocks coming in. Really, really awesome. So blockchain's public. Take a look. Like, people forget about this stuff. The metrics are there. I also want to talk about this. This, I think, is really funny. So recently, for those of you who don't know, let me just start there. For those of you who don't know, Tornado Cash is this smart contract open source app that is set up to tumble cryptocurrency. If you don't know what the term tumble means, it's essentially washing your cryptocurrency. It's like you take your Bitcoin, you trade your Bitcoin to Ethereum, you trade your Ethereum to a stable coin that's cross-chain, you swap that cross-chain stable coin to another chain, and then you trade those coins to the native token on that change, send them to like an exchange that's not KYC'd, and then make a swap and then pull them out of that exchange. And now to follow that trail of those tokens becomes very difficult because it's not just one chain, it's multiple chains, it's hopping through these contracts. Tornado Cash works a little bit differently, kind of does it automatically for you. It'll take those specific coins, it'll essentially wash trade them a bunch, and then send them all to a random wallet, and then send you the keys to that wallet. So it's not sending it to a predetermined wallet, it's sending it to a wallet that it creates, then it sends you the keys to those wallets. So it makes it a lot harder to track. And if I got that wrong, please someone jump in the comments and correct me. I don't exactly know how this tumbler works. I just know that it's a tumbler in order to make it very difficult to track crypto. We've heard the FBI say that they can do it still, so use it at your own risk. Recently, America has banned it. America has banned Tornado Cash. The problem is Tornado Cash isn't a single entity or a platform that you can just, kick down their door and ban. It's a smart contract that's open source and lives on the network, right? Who can take that down? This comes back to another problem with decentralization. And I know we don't like to talk about problems with decentralization, but these smart contracts that exist on blockchains are always going to exist as long as we continue to support that blockchain, right? And I know this is something we don't want to talk about either, but there's a lot of evil stuff on Ethereum, right? There's a lot of type of adult material that is not legal, should not be there. There's, weapons manufacturing and a bunch of other stuff, that snuff films, things like that nature that are not, that nobody thought really what happens when these get put onto an immutable blockchain, right? We do need some form of on-chain governance. We don't want everything to live forever. We want historical records of stuff. That doesn't mean I want a video of a child being murdered to be memed all over the internet, right? Some things, like, we understand some people need to watch these videos to find the perpetrators, to find the victims. It's a hard job. It's a rough job. We understand someone's got to do it. Shouldn't be available for everyone to see. And that being said, when it comes to these decentralized platforms, I truly believe we need some sort of on-chain governance. And this is why, again, I go back to the XRP ledger with a community that's around decentralization and voting. So what I believe, I know I'm going off topic here, I want to talk about Tornado Cash, but what I eventually believe will happen, and this is something I've been meaning to talk about for a while, but what I eventually truly believe will happen is, you see all these validators, these ones that have the check marks, these are the UNLs, right? These are the ones that Ripple says have a great track record. When you download the XRP ledger, these are the ones that you originally begin to validate on. You can switch your validators to get the XRP price from anyone that you want. That's up to you. You don't have to use the UNL list that Ripple provides. However, this is the list. What I think is going to happen is, I think these validators, they're all going to have a vote, right, on what happens on the blockchain. However, these guys all can't sit there all day long and police the blockchain. So what I think they do is they put together an organization. We call it something like the Better Blockchain Bureau or something like that, right? Blockchain police, I don't know, whatever we call it. And this bureau says, hey, we agree to censor and filter and police the following items on the blockchain. Anything related to illegal matters with children, anything with weapon sales, anything in regards to supporting terrorism, anything blah blah blah, like a set of moral ethics and a moral compass that is going to essentially keep this blockchain in a state where one, advertisers and big businesses are comfortable using it, and two, the community feels safe that while they're using it, they're not just going to stumble into something or some evil NFT is just going to be airdropped into their wallet, right? Or if we did find out that, hey, this wallet's supporting terrorism, let's burn it, right? What I think will happen is these groups all dedicate their vote to that Better Blockchain Bureau. And that Better Blockchain Bureau won't have to go around and collect everyone's votes, because we trust that they're not going to remove political posts. They're not going to censor free speech. The only things they're going to remove are the following. Now, I'm giving them my vote. Let's just say I'm xrpscan.com. I'm giving them my vote. I happen to be, let's just say, a Trump supporter. It's a hot topic. I go and I notice that the Better Blockchain Bureau has censored a Trump rally post on the blockchain. I say, hey, that's not what I dedicated my vote to you for. I can pull my vote away from that Better Blockchain Bureau. And I think that's how that's going to work. So they're not going to abuse their power, and because they know people will take their votes away from them, but they will continue to use their power to police the chain, to get rid of scams, to get rid of the illegal material, the NFTs, and we don't all have to sit there every day like, identified another wallet doing bad things. No, they've identified it. They have control of the majority votes. They're going to police the chain. I truly think something like that's going to happen, and it's not a bad thing, right? If I'm Walmart, I'm never, ever going to accept Ethereum. It's never going to happen. There's too much bad NFTs. There's too much dirty smart contracts, too much scams, Ponzi schemes. That's never going to be a token that Walmart is going to be comfortable accepting. And if they are, once somebody brings it to their attention, hey, this stuff is on the blockchain, there's no way to remove it. As long as you are continuing to support Ethereum, you're going to give Ethereum value. People are going to keep the network up. This stuff is never going to get taken down. It's going to live forever. You're going to find big companies not support that, right? Kevin O'Leary, for example, already doesn't want dirty Bitcoin. He only buys Bitcoin that's mined from clean energy sources. So if we're already worried about the energy consumption of the token on the chain, what about the content that's on the chain? So again, I know I'm going off topic here. What I wanted to talk about was this. I thought this was really funny. The American government has now banned Tornado Cash. They said if you use Tornado Cash, you're going to get in big trouble. So somebody has been using Tornado Cash to send wallets to send Ethereum to wallets that are wallets that are doxed. Like, this is Jimmy Fallon's wallet, right? So it's really funny because, they didn't do that. So who's breaking the law here, right? All of a sudden, is Jimmy Fallon going to get a knock on his door? Like, hey, you used Tornado Cash. And he's like, no, I didn't. And they're like, well, here it clearly says you got sent some Tornado Cash money. So I think this is funny because it's essentially showing, like, you can't ban it. You can't ban it. How do you ban it, right? None of these people are using it, and they're being sent money through Tornado Cash. It's a smart contract that lives on the network. It's open source. How are you going to get rid of it, right? You need someone to police your blockchain. You need a vote. You need the community to vote and say, hey, we don't want this here. This is not providing any value to our chain. It's making us look bad. It's supporting criminal behavior. We don't want this here. Now, I know some of you are going to argue the libertarian side of it, or the freedom, the privacy. I just don't agree there, right? I truly don't agree. I think the best parts about blockchain is that it is public, that we can see where funds are being spent. Yeah, I think we do have private purchases we all want to make, whether it be, whatever. We all have some private purchases. We're always not. We don't want we're a little embarrassed or whatever. We don't want people to know we're buying, maybe adult diapers, who knows, right? So I understand the need for private purchases. However, the overall goal of blockchain is public transparency, and I think that's an overshadowing type of importance, right? I think it'd be more important, especially to see things like where your union dues are going, where your government funds are going. I think that's way more important to see than tracking down, getting some dirt on a friend who's buying adult diapers, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe we go back and forth there. I'm open for that conversation. Maybe I'm not set in stone in my ideas. But that being said, this is hilarious to me. Tornado Cash, Descend East, the Docs wallets. Like, what's gonna happen now? But this is why I truly don't believe in these other chains. This is why I would consider myself, if anything, an XRP maximalist. It's funny that there's an XRP ad right there. XRP maximalist, like, that's what I would consider myself, if anything. That's pretty much it for me, guys. Check out my website. I got to update the logo on that page. It's not too great. Definitely needs some love. But yeah, I'm really open for some feedback. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any ideas for this, if you want to create content on this, I am looking for people to write some articles or post some analysis, do some technicals. Or if you're an NFT person and you want to have a little NFT review blog, hit me up. We can make this happen. This is something new for me. I'm jumping into it. Please let me know what you think. Thanks for listening, everybody. Stay tuned for the Jack video. I promise it's coming, but I am going to take my time on it, and I am going to catalog it correctly. It's not going to be a hit piece on Jack. It is just going to be my experiences on the projects that I've invested in, as well as some of my personal conversations with the guy, and just my overall thoughts and opinions on his Patreon, what he provides, and what you pay. That's it. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.